Sean is not saying don't do cardio. He understands it has mental health benefits and so on. But what he's saying is it's overrated for fat loss. That cardio, it's not the key. And quite literally, I'm going to say the opposite. Lifting weights is overrated. Coach Greg, today's video, I'm responding to Sean Nalewanyj, who says cardio, well, it's a waste of time. It quite literally says it in the thumbnail. And so the title is, Why Cardio is Overrated for Fat Loss. Focus on this instead. And I'm here to tell you it's in fact the opposite. And so he has it completely piss-ass backwards. Now listen. You might agree with me, you might agree with Sean, but what I want you to do is keep an open mind, and we're going to listen to his points, we're going to listen to my points, and at the end of the video, you can come to your own conclusions. Open up your eyes, your mind, and listen to what we're saying.
When it comes specifically to the goal of fat loss, it is true that a lot of people overestimate the role that cardio actually plays in the process.
Cardio burns way more calories than lifting weights. Already people are triggered. No, I burn more calories lifting weights than doing cardio. Bull frigging shit. It's not true. When you're lifting weights, you're doing biceps, curls, squats, whatever, and you do a set, maybe 30 seconds. And then you sit there and wait for a minute, maybe 2 minutes, and you do a set again. When you're doing cardio, you're consistently moving your body. And what ultimately decides how many calories you're burning is how much weight you're moving for a certain distance. It's physics, people. It comes down to the watts, how much energy is being burned. And so if you take two people, one lifts weights and one does cardio, the one doing cardio is in fact burning more calories and more fat than the one lifting weights.
Let's say you pedaled on the stationary bike 4 times a week and burned 400 calories per session. That would be 1,600 calories for the week, which would average out to 230 calories per day.
That's nothing, right? Well, in reality, if you did that and didn't eat anymore, you would burn off 23 pounds of fat in a year. So still not sound like much? And guess what? I burn off double this every time I ride a bike. Still think cardio doesn't burn calories? And let's compare it to lifting weights. And lifting weights for an hour for most people burns far fewer than 400 calories. And so does it really make sense that lifting weights is better for fat loss when in fact it burns fewer calories than doing cardio? And that's cardio 4 days a week. 400 calories. Why not do it 6 days a week? Why not do 500 calories? Or perhaps 1,000? And so to say cardio doesn't help with fat loss, that it's not effective, that it's not what you should be doing, it's wrong. What you should be saying is do more cardio. Get it?
So as long as your total food intake is still at a healthy level where your nutritional needs are being met and you're getting in enough protein, putting the majority of your focus on diet is going to be by far the most efficient route.
And so one thing we're both preaching is that diet makes a lot of sense. If you eat fewer calories, you have fewer calories you have to burn off. And so at the end of the video, you can agree with Sean or agree with me, but at least agree that you should be eating healthy, that calories in, calories out, it actually works.
Chocolate bar or a couple cookies or a single slice of pizza, those will all probably be at least equal to what was burned during the session or even exceed it.
And so be careful. If you're eating pizzas and junk food, ice cream and so on, it's very easy to overindulge, so please eat a healthy diet. And so although Sean doesn't like me cookbook, he's made video on it in the past, of course, get the freaking cookbook. And so of course, with lower calorie recipes than last time, use code Greg, 10% off, click the link in the description, make it easier to lose weight than last time.
When you start expending even more calories while you're in that state, the body's gonna make certain adjustments to offset things in order to conserve energy.
And so the compensatory effect, it also applies to lifting weights. Lifting weights, doing cardio, you are going to compensate. And by that, he means your NEAT, non-exercise activity thermogenesis, it's going to go down. Just think of it. If you just finished training legs, you did 10 sets of squats, your legs are tired. Do you really think you're going to go out and mow the lawn, go for a jog, be active? No, you're sore and tired from lifting weights. And so the compensatory effect is going to take place. You're going to burn fewer calories. You're going to relax, sit on the couch, watch Coach Greg and chill.
If you've ever dieted before and you've been in that consistent calorie deficit over time, then you know that feeling of increased sluggishness that starts to settle in. There's just less willingness to move around in general.
Exactly. Your body wants to compensate by relaxing more. It slows down. It wants to relax. And you know what can help prevent that? Doing cardio repeatedly over the long haul. Now that I'm in shape and I've been riding bikes for 5 years, I am way more fit. And so when I go to the gym, it's like nothing. I can recover like that. I do cardio. It's easy. I go for an hour bike ride and I'm good to go. Back in the past when I wasn't in shape and I did cardio, I'd sit back and I'd relax and I'd watch TV and I was so tired. But now that I've been practicing and I do cardio consistently and I'm a better butter burner, I burn double the calories in the same amount of time because I'm fit. I can burn more calories and my need, it doesn't have to go down, at least not to the extent that it used to. And so what do you think makes more sense? To do more cardio or less cardio? If you do more cardio consistently, you get better at burning calories. You become a better butter burner. You burn more calories because you're in shape. You're going faster and longer and you're not as tired. Versus the person who doesn't do a lot of cardio, and when they try, they're tired, sore, and they can't go very fast.
Now, I'm not necessarily saying that this reduction in movement is going to completely cancel out your cardio 100%, but it will offset things to a certain degree.
And so what the research says is that your body's going to add back about 50% of those calories. If you burn off an extra 400 calories on the bike doing cardio, as his example suggests, your body's going to naturally want to eat about 200 calories more. And think of it, that's normal. It's an evolutionary adaptation. Your body senses you're burning off more calories and it says, we should probably eat a little bit more. Not all of it more, but half. That's a fair trade-off. You burn off 400 calories, 200 of them remain off. And it may not seem like much, but think of it. A 200 calorie deficit maintained per day over the course of a year, 21 pounds of fat. And so the difference between being morbidly obese and being in shape quite literally can come down to 200 calories. Consider 5 years at 200 calories, it's over 100 pounds of fat. And so think of it. If you're 100 pounds overweight, all it would take was an additional 200 calories per day for 5 years, there's your 100 pounds. It really is that simple.
Along with those reductions in NEAT, the other way that your body will respond to that increased energy expenditure is by increasing your appetite further to motivate you to replace the energy that was lost.
Remember, this increase in appetite, it doesn't just apply to cardio, it applies to everything. If you go to the gym, lift weights, and burn off 300 calories, your body's going to, on average, make you eat about 50% more. So it's going to replace 150 calories. And so you can't just pick on cardio and say, oh, your NEAT goes down and your appetite goes up, all this kind of stuff. It applies quite literally to lifting weights. And one thing Sean doesn't touch on here, and I don't know why, is the set point theory. All bodies are born to generally fall between a certain amount of body fat. For you, perhaps it's somewhere between 10 and 20%. Someone else, it might be between 15 and 30%. Everyone's different, but what's consistent for everyone is if you're doing cardio, the set point for your body, it gets lower. Your body wants to maintain a lighter body weight. Think of it as an evolutionary adaptation. If you're out there running, walking, bike riding for hours upon hours every single day, the body's thinking, wouldn't it be great if we weighed less? That way there would be a lower energy demand. And so rather than maintaining 20% not doing cardio, you're adding in a bunch of cardio, your body's thinking, wow, we should naturally lower our set point to 10%. And remember when we said 50% increase in appetite based on the calories that you're burning? And so that's because of the set point theory. Your body's trying to lower your body fat percentage. If it wasn't, there would be 100% increase in appetite following exercise. You burn off 400 calories, your body makes you eat 400 more. It'd be balanced. But that's not the case. It's 50%. And so the more cardio you do, the more your body wants to be lighter, to be leaner. Look at athletes around the world, marathon runners, Tour de France riders, your friends, family who are doing a lot of cardio. They naturally want to weigh less. They might in fact be eating anything and everything they want, and they're simply not morbidly obese because they're moving their bodies. They're burning so many calories. And so if you want to lose weight and keep it off for the rest of your life, does it not make sense to add cardio? Or should you listen to Nalewanyj, who says, it's not going to make much difference. Remember, 200 calorie deficit a day, 100 pounds in 5 years. Oh, I only managed a net deficit of 200 calories. In 5 years, that's 100 pounds. And so if you're 100 pounds overweight, 5 years later, you're at your ideal weight. Slow and steady wins the race. It's not how fast can you lose it, it's can you lose it and keep it off.
If you just prefer doing more cardio and then being able to eat more as a result, that's up to you. But again, you could just as easily create your deficit by reducing your calorie consumption.
Problem is, in the real world, it doesn't actually work. If it did, then listen to this message. Everyone out there who's obese, I don't want you to do any cardio. Yay, Coach Greg, thanks. You know what y'all have to do? Just put the fork down and stop eating. Really. Game over. End the video. It's a short. Put the fork down and eat less. Everyone is at their ideal body weight. But the problem is it's hard. You get hungry. Hunger hormones make you hungrier. And guess what? Doing cardio, it lowers those hunger hormones, at least by 50% of the calories burned. And so, yeah, I get it. It makes you hungrier, but not by as much as the calories you just burned. And so if you go out and burn 400 calories a day, you eat 200 back, and you're at balance. Yet you're in a net deficit 200 calories per day. And if you want to lose weight faster, do 1,000 calories a day. I can burn 1,000 calories in an hour because I'm a better butter burner. I got in shape. You have to progressive overload up towards doing that. You're not going to go out and burn 1,000 calories an hour on your first try, same as you're not bench pressing 500 pounds your first day in the bench press. But what you do is you progressive overload cardio in the same way that you progressive overload weights. And listen, I'm not saying you shouldn't lift weights, because if you do lift weights, you have more muscle. More muscle, you increase your BMI, you increase your NEAT. It's a win-win situation. Do cardio, do weights, and you win. What does Coach Greg do? I lift weights, total body, 3 days a week, and I'm doing cardio, riding bikes 6 days a week. Which seems like a more priority? I'm riding a bike 6 days a week, and I'm lifting weights 3 times. And this is coming from a professional bodybuilder, someone who loves to lift weights. Yet I think cardio is more important than lifting weights. And so who are you going to believe? The professional bodybuilder who says cardio is more important than lifting weights? Or Sean Alwick, who's not a cardio athlete? He's not an expert on cardio. He doesn't love it like Coach Greg. And so here is a solution. Find the cardio that you absolutely love to do and do it for the rest of your life. Learn to love cardio. You might not like it now, but you can. Keep exploring, keep practicing, keep trying, don't give up. And if you need extra information, you don't know how to diet, you don't know how to lift weights, I quite literally have a free training and diet program. It's free. It's over 50 pages, the diet program alone, and it has 3 different diet programs. And you have a variety of choices every single day, free snack options, and you don't have to follow the diet exactly. And so if you can't afford my coaching, my phone consults, my training books, my cookbooks, you can't afford any of this stuff, what you can afford is free. You go to the website, you enter your name, email address, and you get it free. It's all right there. What more can you ask? Oh, but Coach Greg, it's only about the money. Yeah, I love getting rich, love making millions of dollars, but I also love helping people. And so I've got the programs and it's free. What are you waiting for? Click the link in the description. Go get your free diet and training program today. You have your choice. You can pick the 2,500 calorie, 2,000 calorie, 1,500 calorie. Pick the one that you want. You can go from a higher calorie, go to a lower if you need it, lower again if you need to. And it has snack options. The calories vary. It's not the same every day. You have options. Oh, but Coach Greg, you've never done anything for us. 2,500 plus videos, all free. All you have to do is click the like button. Perhaps write a comment to boost the algorithm once in a while. Oh my goodness, heaven forbid that Coach Greg, he preaches being at a healthy weight. He preaches not having body dysmorphia. He wants you to be healthy, to do 150 minutes of cardio a week, to eat from all 4 food groups, to follow the nutrition recommendations. Wow, what a bad guy. He did a natty or not on me. Oh, horrible. And so if you liked the video, click the like button. Now, have you come to a decision? Do you agree with Sean? Do you agree with Coach Greg? Do you think that cardio is important? Do you think that cardio can help you to lose weight? Should you avoid cardio or should you embrace the cardio? Learn to love it. Hopefully it made sense. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Ending it here. Subscribe, click the bell button, like the video if you liked it, watch the 2 Blooms, follow me on Instagram, Greg Doucette, IFBB Pro. Also, code Greg, 10% off. Click the link in the description. The cookbooks, training books, coaching plans by me and my team, the clothing line, harder than last time supplements, the protein bars, GO2 Max, all of this stuff. Remember GO2 Max with NMN? You got to get it, 10% off. And until next time, I am out.